Hello CW Warriors, welcome back to another podcast video. Now I know it's been a while guys and I'm sorry, I do apologize, but as we know, we are starting a new semester. And that's kind of leading up to what the conversation is going to be about today and the topic. Today, we are going to be talking about academic success in school and how to basically stay focused, you know, because a lot of people may stumble sometimes and it is kind of hard to get back up, and we just have some advice for you guys today. But before I get started, I do want to shout out Mariana.
Hi, my name is Mariana. I am majoring in medical assistant. Originally, I started as a computer science, information technology. But yeah,
Mary, she is kind of nervous today.
Yes,
guys. It is her first podcast today.
It is my first podcast, and I'm always telling everybody to not be nervous. And now I really feel it. I'm like,
It's okay, it's okay. But today, the reason why I brought Mariana for this specific video is because she is a student that I have seen kind of stumble, right?
Yeah.
And she gets right back up. But today we're going to talk about how you do that. Like, you know what I mean? Because she's literally amazing. She's an amazing student, and your major is not easy.
No, it's not.
So I'm so excited for today, guys. So the first thing that I kind of wrote down on my notes was to not scram and study right, right? So with that, I kind of, when I said that, I was kind of like bringing up the fact that, you know, professors may tell us like, hey, there's a test next week. And then us as students, we tend to sometimes, you know, study the day before or count on ChatGPT.
Yes.
And it is, you know, unfortunate that we have to, you know, do that, but we don't have to do that.
Yeah, there's like a bad habit that we grew into it, because I also used to do it. That, like an example, I do have like an essay due for the 26th of February, and it was like assigned like a month before, I think probably like when we started. And if I was like before, I would leave it for like the last week or like 2 days before it's due. And then I'm rushing and I'm not sleeping well. And like, I don't know how to do it. Like, I don't know what to do.
It literally happens all the time.
Yeah.
And I've for sure had days like that. But mostly in high school for sure. I feel like in college I kind of had to step my game up.
Yeah,
it comes naturally though to you, and you kind of realize like, wait, this is real stuff. This is real life stuff. Now I'm not in high school, so I have to stop procrastinating.
Yes, exactly.
Leaving tests for last minute. Like I just feel like now I kind of do prep myself up a little bit more better, especially with note taking. I do this thing where I do 25 minutes and then 5-minute breaks.
Okay.
So I'll like study for 25 minutes straight on a specific topic for that class. And then in between that 25-minute, I'll give myself like a 5-minute break.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah. To go on TikTok.
Yeah,
usually anything.
That's what sometimes I do, but like kind of differently. I would say like a specific date. I would say like, okay, let's focus on this class. I know I'm kind of behind on it. Like assignment's kind of behind. Let me just focus on this class.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I'm like, okay, this class, I'm already done. I kind of catch up to old assignments, not for the next class. And then just basically that, like a routine. Or if not, like mostly the class that has like an assignment due, I will just try to prep it. And especially right now with my essay, I'm like trying like doing my resource before the day of. And then let's say like a week before the essay is due, then I'll probably go to Learning Center like, hey, can you guys like read through it and see what's going on with it? Like, is it good? Like, did I get my resource right? So basically stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. And I always say, if you know that that is a struggling class for you like me, I'm not too good in math, guys. Fun fact, I'm really bad in math, guys, and numbers. But since I know that, I know I have to prep myself up for that more, you know, and tests and stuff that come up for it. But that was a really good talk for the first little thing. My second thing is ask for help when you need it.
Okay, yes, definitely ask for help.
That's important, girlie.
Oh my god. Definitely ask for help. And I hated to ask for help for anything.
Because you feel like you're bothering the person.
Yes,
you don't
I always
like
feel bad.
Student.
Exactly. I always feel bad, and I'm like, mostly kind of was independent. I was like in a dark space. I'm like, I'm by myself. So
Why
like,
did you feel like that though?
I don't know. I feel like I started it like through middle school and like through high school. I'm like, I always felt by myself. I never had like people around me. I'm like, okay, like I have to do it. Like I can't ask for nobody for help.
Yeah.
And it's like for mentally and for school as well. Not only like, it could be for both things. Like ask for help, especially for on your assignments. Ask your professors or ask your classmates. I think it's a good idea to, like, don't be friends. Like, if you want to be friends, be friends. But if not, just like, hey, like, I see you have a question wrong. I got it right, and you got the question right that I got it wrong. Can we work like body system, you know?
Yeah.
And your professors, be friends with them.
Yeah, you have to.
I know.
I've built up so many relationships so far in this school with a lot of professors. They're amazing. They're all sweet, all nice. They're always open for those office hours as well.
Exactly.
And not only do they have office hours, but they're always in class and down to help you. Like,
exactly.
They're right there. Just don't be shy,
and they're
guys.
like the most amazing people out there, and the coolest people too.
Yes, they're
Like,
amazing. If you really get to know them and sit down with them and talk to them,
I know, like, what do you want to talk to your professor? But it's really nice
Yeah.
and sweet, and like they can help you out. Like, you have a question, you ask them privately, or like if you're going through something, you can ask them like, hey, I'm going through something and I don't know how to like work it out with.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help. It's really much
I
needed.
do know that there are tutors here.
Yes,
right?
there is. The Learning Center, you guys. Learning Center is going to be your friend. I took Learning Center, I want to say last semester.
What subject?
But I feel like half of my classes, if I didn't understand the problem or like I was like left behind, I will go to the Learning Center and they will help you. They have like anything. If you're a medical student, they will have a medical student with you, or like somebody
so
who
smart. It's like
has more information.
Okay, so they have the tutors there,
and they have like basically for each major, they like know what subject you're going through, and they mostly focus on that. I usually mostly for English.
Okay.
Because I had the material, and then like I wanted like to be nice and like, you know, to not be left behind, and like I just needed somebody to like help me out, like help me with resources, stuff like that. So I would use Learning Center.
Nice.
And it helps you out, to be honest. At first I was like really embarrassed. I'm like, yeah, like I have Learning Center, I can't go.
Yeah.
And then like right now it's like so fun, and like I like it. Like, I haven't used it right now because I'm not struggling with my work. But I know once I'm struggling with work, or if I'm not understanding a problem or like project, I will go to a Learning Center.
Okay.
They will help you out. They love helping out.
And just to use it, guys, use your resources that are around you for sure. If you're a student that is struggling with either math, English, I don't know, what classes do you take?
I use medical coding.
I know there's IT as well. Always ask for help. It's very necessary, guys. And if you're not asking for that help and you see yourself struggling, don't stay in that.
Don't stay
in that routine,
like,
guys.
I know
you
it's
can't.
so
you have to
hard.
Do better.
It's hard
because it's like you said. There's a lot of people who don't like to go up to people and ask them for help
because I feel like sometimes
they feel like they're being
annoying,
or they feel like they're kind of pushing it too much, and they shouldn't feel like that.
Yes, exactly.
You know,
then don't feel like that.
Yeah. So with the next subject, I actually wanted to talk about why mental health is actually really important, guys. I don't know if you guys know, but my major is human services, and well, technically human resources. That's what it's called. But yeah, I just think it's always been important to maintain that mental health state of yours and doing anything, guys. Remember, we have to remember as college students that we're not just college students. Okay, we do have our own lives out there in school. We work.
Yeah,
like I said, we take care of people. There's people who pay bills that go to this school, and I know for you online students. You guys are online for a reason. Like, they can't be here in person.
It's not easy, like, in person.
It's not. So, I definitely say put yourself first all the time. Yes, you have to be a good student. Yes, you want those good grades, right? But you can't get to those good grades, especially if your mental health is not right.
We have to start from somewhere.
Yes.
It's like exactly for me. I started coming to the school, I want to say in 2023.
Wow.
Like when I started with computer science. I loved it.
Oh, that was your original.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
No, that was my original.
IT?
I was an IT.
I did not know that.
No, I was an IT student for computer science.
She's like in her scrubs now and stuff.
And my scrubs, you guys. But I loved IT. But I think I got into a certain point, like half year, like literally half a year, I got depressed. And I was like, do I really see myself as it? And it was like the starting point being depressed. And I was like, I didn't know what I was going through. I was like, I don't want to do IT no more.
Yeah.
And I'm like struggling with, I think it was like almost 2 weeks. And you could tell by my grades dropping off. Like my grades went from A's to literally like C's and D's.
You were losing motivation.
And I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And sincerely, I didn't want to do it. I was like, I don't want to do this. I'm like, why? If it's easy. I'm like, yes, it is easy, but I don't see myself doing this for the rest of my life. Yeah. Like, I want to do something.
Happens. Sometimes you think
and
you want to do that major.
Yes,
and
but
you
it's
want
not
to have
a bad
career,
thing,
but...
to be honest, is if you don't see yourself happy in somewhere that you're going to be in the career forever, change it.
Don't do it, guys. Do not go ahead with it because you don't want to be in a place later on in your life in the future and be regretful.
Exactly. Like imagine me in IT. I'm like, I'm gonna hate it. Like I don't find the passion in it, and I loved it. I still do. And then I realized what I wanted to do. I was like, okay, I wanted to do like ultrasound.
Yeah.
But the school offers, I know.
Yeah, those are really nice.
But the school offers a medical assistant. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go with medical assistant. And this is exactly what I want to do.
Shout out to you, medical assistants.
It's not easy.
No, it's not easy. It's not easy.
It's not.
No, but you for sure have to have a passion in something that you really want to
help people out, like the healthcare. I'm like, I'm enjoying it. I'm like, you have to put like your pilas in it. Like, you have to focus. You can't like slack. If you miss one assignment, and generally this is for all majors or all classes.
No, it's true, guys.
If you miss one class, you're like, your assignment starts climbing.
It becomes a
bad habit
and a routine for you in a way, and a really bad routine because now not only are you piling up assignments, but now you feel the need to I'll just do it tomorrow.
Yes, and that's when I started. That's when I started.
That's what happened with you. Yeah.
It's I didn't do assignments. I started skipping school. I was like, okay, just for today, I'm gonna skip school. But then I started like a bad habit of like skipping.
Yeah.
So like if you think of skipping a day, don't do it. If you need it for your mental health, do it. But just remember, you have to go back to.
It's always okay to have a mental health day, guys. If you guys want to stay home, like one day, right?
Do it.
In a whole month that you've been constantly going to school, I've done it, guys. I have stayed home for a mental health day, and I honestly loved it. You know, you're there, you're eating, you're on top of your assignments too. You're not just not doing anything.
Yeah, it's because it's not easy. So that's when my grades fell down. And I'm like, oh my God. And then they talked with me, asking me what's going wrong. And I was like, I don't like my major.
Yeah. And you changed it.
Yeah, I changed it.
Are you in a better spot now, would you say?
Okay, starting a medical assistant, I wasn't in a good spot at all. Now in this semester and last semester, I am doing completely fine. I love my major, thankfully. I know my parents were pissed when they heard I was taking my major.
Oh my God, they got mad. No,
yeah, they're like, "¿Y por qué?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
it was kind of last minute too.
Yeah, it was half year too.
Oh,
let's
wow.
remember.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I just don't feel happy with it.
Yeah.
And then like, okay. And medical assistant I live it.
Is your way, and I see you doing it. And she's been doing amazing, guys.
Yeah, it's not easy. To be
honest. Guys,
you guys.
with that though, I wanted to add that me and Mariana do go to the gym. And Mariana, I don't know why you didn't mention that. Guys, it has helped us, so at least with me, because I've always been a person who has to stay active. You guys, you know how I am.
I know.
I literally have to be doing more than one thing to kind of just feel like I'm doing good.
Like having a schedule. Like literally, I feel like right now my schedule, I tend to go to the gym at 5 in the morning and then be home like at 6:15 to get ready, and then try to leave home by like 7:30 or 7:20 to not be into traffic, and then go to school from 8:45 to like 3:30. If it's like a short day, it would be 8:45 to like 10:25. So I'm like, that's my schedule, and then go do work after.
Yeah,
but like,
she's already guys scheduling yourself and making sure.
Planners too.
Yeah, planners are also very important. But I definitely say with the gym, it does help a lot, at least with my mental health, because it keeps me active, it keeps me motivated. I have goals that I have set for myself, and so it just makes you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, because I didn't believe it at first. I was like
the gym, okay,
like why do I have to?
But it's actually very important, guys.
Exactly.
It makes you feel good. It makes you think faster. Just everything about it.
It's like a piece of quiet.
Yeah.
I felt like I had a little piece of quiet at the gym. I'm like, oh my god, what is this? I'm like, what is this? I'm like, oh, it's peace.
Yeah.
I'm like, I kind of like this, and I see why people does
Especially
it.
if you go by yourself.
Oh
my
yeah,
God.
but sometimes with friends it's really fun because we start like cheesing on but going by yourself is such a nice thing
Yeah.
too. It's like a piece of quiet, like just to relax, and you're like
Yeah.
just to get everything off your mind.
For
And
sure.
that's what really, really is needed.
Yeah.
And
What
I
the
don't know.
next, guys? But so that was that. That was more of the mental health topic. But I also did write something else. You know, guys, me with my schedule, my planner, to stay motivated with your why. And to me, this was very important because, as you guys know, yes, we are all in college, and sometimes people get into college, and at least with not this building, because it is a building, it's not really a campus, but I know those out there who are on a campus, that party life, guys, it catches up to you.
It
and
does.
you might want to go out more, you want to, how do I say it? You kind of just get lost on why you're really in college, guys. And you have to remember that we're actually in college to get that degree
first of all,
for our career. And a lot of people tend to forget that, you know.
because there's a lot of stuff in like the ways.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm just gonna mention it. I was in a relationship like throughout the like half the year of my school, and I kind of forgot my motivation and why I was in school. I had good grades and everything. I slacked.
Yeah.
It dropped out.
Relationships can listen.
It can get in the way, and I'm like, no, it cannot.
Yeah, it's
And
not.
then
It's
kinda
definitely
did.
not for everybody.
It's not. It kind of did, and then I was like, then I got depressed, heavily depressed, and I was like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I want to do. Like, I don't want this, and I'm like, thankfully, I had Kevin.
Yeah.
He helped me out. He helped
Shout
me
out to Kevin,
Shout out to
guys.
Kevin. And then he helped me out throughout this process I was going through. He was like, if I never had that help, I probably would have been dropped out.
Yeah.
You know?
And that is scary to say now, especially in this position.
Easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy going through something and it's just
Yeah.
like, where's my motivation at?
Yeah.
And right now, it's my motivation is like, just focus on school and do this for your family and do this mostly for yourself, you know? 'Cause
And it
it's not
definitely
easy.
is emotional, guys, because
Yeah.
like you guys heard Mariana, relationships can take a toll on a person, especially on a girl.
Even on family too.
Yeah,
Family
on a family
relationship
as
too.
well. Relationships in your family, it might not always be straight, especially when you're dealing with school, relationships, and work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mariana also does work.
Yeah. I had 2 jobs too.
Yeah.
But thankfully, since it's winter time, the other job is like temporarily closed,
Exactly,
and I'll have 1 job, so I'm chilling.
But look at her now. I mean,
Yes.
Mariana, she's doing amazing, guys, and that's what I really wanted her.
and that's what I'm saying. If you slacked up, you can come back on your
Yeah.
feet and like do everything. I think last semester was, they told me I had to prove myself in order to stay in the school.
Yes.
Because that's how you know how bad it got. They told me like, you need to have these grades in order to pass
Yes.
and beat for the next semester. I'm like, I can't do it.
She had to pick up on that slack.
Yes.
I mean, at the end of the day, my quote that I say is, it's me against me. Okay, you are your own
and no one can work for
enemy
yourself.
in a way. I'm not gonna lie. If you know yourself and you know that you're struggling in a class, don't hold back and count on GPT or
No,
a
for real.
person or whatever. No, that's on you.
Yes.
You know, at the end of the day. So Mariana, you did your thing.
I did my thing.
She
I
picked
was
herself
really,
back up.
Yes, I was really nervous when our final grades were coming. I'm like, I was
It gets
texting.
scary.
Yeah,
It
I was
gets
texting.
scary.
Like, I don't think I'm gonna pass. Like, I'm actually afraid. Like, what happened if I don't pass?
Yeah.
And then when I receive them, like, you passed. I'm like, oh my god, like, I did it.
The
Like, I
best
did
thing.
it.
It's like a reward,
Yes.
a trophy. But no, it is really important, guys. I mean, I love this topic because, like I did say, and I did mention in the beginning of the video, in high school, it wasn't my best years. You definitely lose your motive, but that's high school. You know, we're in college now. Learn how to represent yourself. Make sure you guys know how to talk to a professor or an adult that's in the building. Make sure you keep your image good and pick yourself up. You know, keep that chin up.
It is.
Never look down. There's so much help in the building, guys, like we said. It is the start of a new semester, so just try not to lose focus when we get in the middle, because I always said with the first semester, it's always the easiest.
Yeah, it is the easiest.
Second semester, is easy, whether we like it or not. It is actually really easy, but we get distracted. We lose our motive, and in the beginning, it feels fast, and then you're slowly getting to the end, and you feel like it's going so slow.
It is.
I've gotten that feeling.
It is. I felt that before too. Like, it's just, why is this going so slow?
Yeah.
Like, literally, it's just something just started and it's
But
fine.
CW Warriors, like I mentioned in the beginning, this is a video for academic success, right?
Yeah.
So, Mariana, you know how I am. I did go around to ask staff for advice to give students. And so I actually got 2 staff members who were so nice enough to actually give us students some advice on how to kind of just stay on track in school. And since it is a new semester, I got 2, so I'm gonna tell you guys right now who it is. I got Miss Nugent for the first one. So Miss Nugent said, passing your assignments, well, not passing, guys. Pacing your assignments can help you stay up to date. Guys, this is really important. It's like we mentioned in the middle of the video, like, guys, if you're not pacing yourself and you're just leaving everything behind, everything's gonna kind of pile up and you're just gonna end up stressed out. Not only stressed out, but overwhelmed. Right?
Yeah, it does. I felt so overwhelmed when I left like my assignments for the last minute. It's not easy to catch up. Literally, it's not. And it's if your professor has the module open or assignments open, and they told you guys can go ahead and do it early, do it. Take the opportunity and do it. Don't wait for the last second.
Definitely.
You know, it's like just to catch up.
Honestly, I always said the same day. If you get an assignment from a teacher the same day, it's honestly the best to just do it that same day. Or even in class.
Like, at least start it. You know, start it and try to see where you struggle at, and then ask for questions, and then, like, the due date, you can turn it in.
Yeah, for sure. Pay attention to that due date. Like, you don't want to submit it past its time, for sure. And just stay on top of it, guys. So yeah, pace yourself for sure. Thank you, Miss Nugent, for giving us that advice.
Love you.
She's the best, guys. She's actually an English professor here.
Yes,
yeah,
the best.
The second one is actually from the vice president of the school. His name is Dale Smith. And when he gave me the advice, it really did touch me because it is true what he said. And that is my motive. That's what I come into the building every day thinking about. And it's kind of what we mentioned in the video as well. And he said, be crazy motivated every day and keep your eye on the big prize and what degree it is that you're going for and your future. When he said this, it kind of did spark something in me because it's like, it's true, guys. You know, we have to be mindful of why we're here and why we want that degree that we want. You know, not only is it going to help us out in the future, but it also is something that defines who we are in a way and what our motive is in life. And so with a degree, guys, you're going to be so successful. With a degree, you know what I mean? Like, a degree is really important to have under your name. It's really good for your resume and overall your future career.
Yeah, and you will feel proud of yourself too. Think about that.
It's a huge accomplishment.
It is.
And yeah, I really did want to shout out him though. Thank you, Dale Smith, for that.
Thank you.
And yeah, guys, that's kind of the end of this podcast.
Don't
I really
be afraid to ask for help. Learning centered.
Yes, guys.
We have Lee, the therapist, to help you guys out too.
Yeah.
Professors, advisors, you know?
Yeah, and I've noticed that some of the students are shy in the comments. Guys,
please
interact with the videos. Oh my god. Interact, like, comment, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure to comment what were some of the highlights or some of the things that you got out of this video. And also to the professors, please don't be shy. Comment. Be like, hey, I think that was a really good statement. I see students sometimes stumble and come right back up with that help that they might have.
Yes.
So, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Mariana,
of course.
You guys are going to be seeing her in more podcast videos for sure. She will be in more podcast videos. And yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Bye. See you.